Something happened to you recently that the universe has never allowed before in your specific bloodline. A door cracked open, not for anyone around you, not for someone more qualified, not for someone with fewer scars, for you, right now. At this exact moment in your life, when everything looks slow, when the results aren't showing, when you've almost convinced yourself to quit, the cosmic machinery shifted in your favor. You didn't feel it. You weren't supposed to, but it happened. And what was activated inside you 3 days ago cannot be undone in 10,000 years of recorded spiritual history. What is happening to you has occurred fewer than a handful of times. Most souls who reach the edge of their breakthrough turn back. They mistake the silence for failure. They read the stillness as a sign to stop. But you are standing at a threshold that ancient texts described as the forbidden zone of transformation. Forbidden not because it is dangerous, but because so few ever reach it. The cosmos does not open this corridor for the comfortable. It opens it only for those who kept moving when every signal told them to surrender. And here's what makes your situation personal. 3 weeks ago, you made a decision that most people would never make. You chose honesty when lying was easier. You chose to stay when leaving felt justified. You chose to keep building something invisible when the visible world gave you nothing in return. That single moral decision, quiet, unwitnessed, made in a moment nobody else saw, sent a frequency into the field that cannot be faked. The universe does not respond to performance. It responds to truth. And yours rang out like a bell in an empty cathedral. What you do not know is that you have been watched, not by human eyes, by something older. There are forces, both shadow and light, that monitor the frequency of souls approaching their breakthrough point. The dark ones tried 3 times in the past month to pull you into distraction, into comparison, into smallness. You resisted without even knowing you were being tested. The divine watchers recorded every moment, every time you chose discipline. Over impulse, every time you stayed quiet when chaos invited you to react, it was logged. Nothing was missed. Nothing was overlooked. Think back across the last 90 days. There was a moment you were offered a shortcut, and you refused it. There was a conversation where you could have betrayed someone's trust, and you protected it instead. There was a night you sat alone, exhausted, with every reason to give up, and you whispered to yourself that you would try one more time. These were not small moments. These were trials designed by the universe, specifically for your soul's architecture. Each one filtered out a weaker version of you. Each one confirmed that what lies inside you is not ordinary in the libraries of higher consciousness. Your name, your energetic signature, has been moved to a category that very few souls ever reach. You have been classified as a stabilizer, a rare soul whose presence alone shifts the energy of every room, every conversation, every space you enter. Higher beings do not use this classification lightly. It marks you as someone whose integrity is not situational, not performed, not conditional. It is structural. It is who you are at the level of your soul's original code. And that kind of soul, they know, is genuinely dangerous to systems built on fear. At the moment you made that quiet moral decision, something extraordinary occurred in the higher realms. God paused. The archangels turned. Not because the act was loud, it was. Not, but because the purity of it created a light visible across dimensions. Witnesses who have observed millions of human souls in motion stopped and looked at yours. What they saw was not perfection. What they saw was something rarer, a soul that chose rightly under pressure, in the dark, with no applause, no reward, and no guarantee. That moment was recorded in the eternal record, and it changed everything that comes next for you. And in that moment of divine witnessing, a decree was issued, not written in human language, not announced with sound, but activated inside your cellular structure, your energetic field, your very breath. The universe does not make announcements, it makes activations. Something in you has been switched on that was always there, but never fully online. Your true identity, the version of you that exists beyond fear, beyond doubt, beyond the smallness the world tried to shrink you into, has been authorized to emerge. You are no longer who you were 30 days ago. That version has been. Retired Dot, you are an ancient soul. Not metaphorically, structurally. You have walked difficult roads in ways that most modern minds cannot comprehend, and you carry within you a wisdom that did not come from books or teachers or experiences. In this lifetime alone, you are a celestial warrior dressed in ordinary clothes, living an ordinary life, waiting, without knowing you are waiting, for this exact activation. The breakthrough you are approaching is not just financial, not just relational, not just personal. It is the emergence of your true self into full expression. And the world is not ready for what that looks like. Your mission is not complicated, but it is sacred. You are here to anchor something the world is desperately short of. Integrity in action, compassion without weakness, consistency without recognition. Every space you enter, you are meant to raise the standards simply by being fully yourself. You are not here to save everyone. You are here to be so genuinely aligned with truth that the people around you cannot help but remember who they are. Supposed to be, that is your assignment. Not a title, not a stage. Just the quiet, daily, powerful act of living from your deepest values without apology. And because you have accepted this mission, even unconsciously, even imperfectly, the material world is beginning to reorganize itself around you. Opportunities that seemed blocked are loosening. People who have the resources you need are being moved in your direction. Doors that were sealed are developing cracks of light around their edges. This is not luck. This is divine logistics. The universe is rerouting circumstances to match the frequency you have been holding in silence for months. What is coming toward you now is not random. It has been prepared. It has your name on it. Stay open, Dot, and as you begin to step into this, something remarkable will happen around you. You will not have to announce your transformation. People will feel it. Old friends will reach out without knowing why. Strangers will open up to you in ways that surprise them. Children will trust you instinctively. People stuck in darkness will find themselves simply by being near you, remembering that light exists. You are not meant to preach. You are meant to be. Your breakthrough will create a ripple that touches lives you will never meet, in places you will never visit, at moments you will never witness. That is the scale of what has been activated. Dot, you are not alone in this. Across this planet right now, thousands of souls are experiencing the same activation. People who kept their integrity when it cost them, who stayed consistent when no. One was watching, who chose love and truth in private moments that the world never celebrated. They are waking up in waves. You are part of a global network of awakened souls whose collective frequency is shifting the foundation of human consciousness. You may never meet most of them, but you are connected. And together, without coordination, without organization, simply by each of you living in alignment, you are changing everything. Dot, if this reached something real inside you, do not scroll past this moment. Comment 777 below. It signals to the universe and to this community that you received this message and you are ready. Share this with one person who is in the middle of their struggle and does not know how close they are. Subscribe so that when the next piece of your activation arrives, you are here to receive it. And if you are still watching, if you made it all the way to this moment, that is not an accident. That is confirmation. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is already here.